here. This might be end up being a mid Timbersaw. He doesn't really care about getting ganked by Spirit Breaker very much, since he's just going to be, you know, tanking the tower anyway with that reactive armor.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, they clearly have some logic there along those lines. We'll see how they make use of it. And now back over to compLexity. Once again, I still need that support support hero, Witch Doctor and Bane still come to mind. Oh, the Shadow Demon themselves might not be a bad option either. But
Crystal Maiden.
yeah, we've been seeing it. Yeah, we've been seeing a couple teams try this hero out, it seems like, and still a little unsure of. Obviously, we understand the hero how it worked, but not one that really screamed, "We need to start playing her in the patch." For other supports.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Radiant team back.
Life Stealer.
Oh man. Well, somebody we haven't seen in a while. It is a Life Stealer pick, and I gotta say one thing about this lineup. Sure, the Inkswell might be fun, but Soulbind right now is really getting no synergy at this point. I mean, I guess there's that. You obviously have double ledge from, so there are a couple of single target abilities, but it's not the greatest. I assume it like the damage just transfer. I assume you can, but I guess yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Didn't you say you like tested everything on this hero? I mean, you're asking the question, so clearly you should have tested it. That's come on now. Visage ban. Yeah. How do you not know that? That random mechanic. Brand new hero. Kinda. At least in competitive scene. Dear God, what's happening to chat?
10 seconds.
It's a takeover. Anime11Esports. What have you done to us?
Dire team pick.
Don't encourage it. OD ban. That's another one that we saw CCNC play it yesterday for test 1, 2, 3. And I noticed it's picked a couple times in the European. It's a hero that clearly is getting a bit more attention as the patch has gone on here, and they're figuring him out.
10 seconds.
Yeah, also quite good against Timbersaw. You really don't want to play this hero against Timbersaw. Or you don't want to play Timbersaw against this hero.
Yeah.
Pure damage, cutting through those reactive stacks, also removing the mana. Interesting.
Physical damage is there, and of course, I suppose good against Juggernaut. That the Blade Fury not going to save him from taking plenty of damage this game. One way to look at it, and I still go back to Soulbind. Not that you're picking up Grimstroke just for that Soulbind synergy, but the Monkey King also doesn't really bring much to the table there. So it's they just do not have a lot. It's really just going to be about his Phantom Embrace. The silence is the best thing.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's probably Centaur Grimstroke support duo. Oh, think you would last pick a Monkey King support, but maybe you do.
No, it's a Centaur support. Yeah, it has to be.
The Limp TA comes out. This hero obliterates melee heroes, and there's a lot of melee heroes to obliterate in this game.
I was wrong. Blows on Centaur. He's their off lane. Sonic's on Timbersaw.
What?
Where are they going with this? Yeah, that's
This is the support Timbersaw?
Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing.
I've never seen that before.
But why? As Ryan Reynolds would say.
I mean, I guess if you're against a Darkseer Spirit Breaker line who are just going to be running at you the whole time, you might as well have a Timbersaw. It's good against both heroes.
5 seconds remaining.
Obviously, when it comes to surviving compared to other supports, yeah, another way to look at it too, and very interesting though.
Even so, though, you still have the Ion Shell, which cuts through Timbersaw, and I don't know. I feel like Timber's one of those heroes that needs to be a core because you want to get to that point where he's unkillable, and that's probably not going to happen as a support.
Well, you know what? Clearly the first game, they were outmatched, and maybe Anime 11 is just going into this and this crazy mindset of we just got to try something very off the wall, very radical, throw compLexity off guard, and roll from that. That's the ultimate logic that I can come up with, at least. Sonic the Drafter, he drafted this hero for himself, so I got to assume he's played it before in a support role of sorts. And
I'm ready to learn.
Yeah, no, I'm with you there. I am excited to learn and see what it brings. But I will say on the other side, though, Limp's Templar Assassin, arguably one of the better TAs in the world even. This is probably his most comfortable hero. And it's also looking like a very good TA game overall. On top of that.
Yeah, they don't really have any sort of damage over time spells to take the refraction charges, other than a Chakram, I guess, but should be a pretty straightforward TA game as far as that goes. And he is against a Monkey King who could potentially bully him off the way, but I'm sure he'll just abuse the Psy Blades and play the distance game until he feels strong enough.
I had to see Monkey King here, and he around as that cat courier. See some mischief plays this time around. Whether or not
Just
we
the
do.
cast point slightly, or the invulnerability, but still longer than Manta style.
Yeah, there was the major qualifiers last week. We saw Moo play it a couple times, and J-Storm there, and he had some pretty big plays with it. It was fun to watch, and I know there's been an argument of, it might have been a little too powerful of a change for the hero, but hey, it's a spectator. I appreciate it. It's pretty cool to see the plays made with it at times.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the high skill cap stuff being pulled off.
Yeah.
Even if it does make the hero kind of overpowered.
To the bottom lane. Very dangerous combo to run into is that Juggernaut Crystal Maiden, talking about pretty old school, and you throw a Spear Breaker on top of that with the charge, and Alren, he's dead. Yeah, even if that explodes, there's no way it's going to help.
And it's
So,
already icing over.
they clearly did not expect Spear Breaker to be there.
Doesn't time the stomp correctly, so they're going to lose both those bounties. Are able to get one top.
They got 2 overall, right? Yeah, they did get 2.
Top. Okay.
Yeah, well, they do make it a 2 for 2. No AFK banner in this time. All 4 get picked up. Alright, so the middle matchup, though, of the TA versus Monkey King. You mentioned this. Monkey King just likely going to run at Templar Assassin, so has that going for him. As we took a lot more damage due to the tower, though. The early part. I'll keep an eye on that matchup, see how it continues to play out. As Sonic, that Ion Shell's killing him. He's, I want to say, okay, he's not going to go around another tree, but the charge is happening. So Timbersaw, no reactive armor yet, with a level 1 Whirling Death. As soon as this charge hits, he's okay. Darkseer, is it going in? A little late to react right there. So no, he's fine.
What is this hero doing as a support? He's got Whirling Death, so he can reduce the HP pool and damage of Z-Freak.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we're trying, man. We're trying here. It's a unique idea, but so far it's not really accomplishing a whole lot. Unfortunately, the Timber Chain is now leveled up, but obviously with the Ion Shell spam, Timbersaw has to run away. A lot of supports would be in the same boat, but Timbersaw doesn't have any kind of crowd control. Some okay damage right there. But they're just going to cut the creep wave.
Basically, all he provides is damage and the ability to maybe tank creeps, although he's not leveling up reactive armor, so I guess just early pure burst damage. I don't know. I'm gonna go watch the other lanes.
That's just like I feel like a kill's happening soon. So yeah, I've been staying up here, and in fact, as I say that, Sonic. Oh no, he is gonna get away. That Timber Chain does allow for the getaway. Again, he has that utility. Okay, let's take a look at the other lanes as you mentioned. Monkey King versus TA. TA is 9-1. Monkey King is 13-4. So MK I Annihilate is having the better start at least. And then bottom lane, Juggernaut, he's 14-2 against the Centaur that is 7-1. So Miracle, he is doing fantastic when it comes to his CS. As Z-Freak dies, Sonic is able to cut him down, and you know what? The Timber Saw does provide decent damage between the Timber Chain and Whirling Death, and it allows for him to get a kill.
Okay. It's just, I don't really know what to say. I mean,
Inkswell, Alrin, he's probably dead. He's trying to set up a turn kill on the 3-4-3. Flo doesn't have his double edge yet.
the charge hits.
The charge connects, and Flo is dead himself. He went to retaliate at level 2. Thus, Crystal Maiden is able to stay alive.
Yeah, perfect timing by Z-Freak there. And Centaur back to the lane. It's the CS looking. Monkey King doing well. Lifestealer also doing well.
Yeah, they
Top 3.
They have that going for the Anime11Esports. The fact that both their cores are farming very efficiently, and Death is dead. All right, we need to apologize right now, because Sonic has 2 hero kills in this laning phase, and he's gonna throw out the tip on top of that.
Deservedly so, I feel like.
Yeah.
Styling with the support Timber Saw.
That's it's, you know what, impressive.
For that courier kill. Probably not gonna happen. I Annihilate. Getting pretty low. Does have the Jingu. Gonna heal up off the creep wave.
Oh, Flo goes down to the bottom lane. Meanwhile, charged in now onto the Grimstroke. They're gonna slow him down. They get the bash proc thrown in there. Alright, just so slow, but will manage to get away. Spear Breaker, that Orb of Venom, also helping things out. Again, they got the prime target in the Centaur first. Now Spear Breaker's charging over into Sonic. There's a regen rune. He wants to at least get it before Monkey King can grab it, so I get a little bit of value out of it. And then just simply keep on running. Sonic gonna chase too much further though. So it ends up being now 1 versus 1 lane at the top. Darkseer versus Lifesteal. Lifesteal's got some levels, however. Gonna use those open wounds and slow him down. The Banny Rune will be picked up by Lifesteal there. Well played by him. But Death just surges over. Is gonna pick up the other one. Make it a 3-for-1 in their favor. Go back to the cores on the Dire side. Both Monkey King and Lifestealer are farming very well. And now will it be slowing down Monkey King? He's in trouble as that Jingu fully heals, gets the turn kill on a Spear Breaker, and now Templar.
In trouble too. He's gonna get bashed or
silenced up right there. He's gonna get stunned on top of that Limp. And he pops another refraction though. Sonic goes down, but he helps set up the kill on a Limp eventually. Worth it indeed. A 2-for-1 exchange there in favor of the Dire.
Yeah, the turnaround. Jingu hitting all of the creeps and a hero. Maybe even 2 heroes there. Just full HP in a second. And this roaming Timber Saw been involved in a lot of these kills.
Yeah, has been.
Every single one, in fact.
Whoa.
That was big lag.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even I noticed that too. Hoping it wasn't me for a second. Looks like it was the server. Okay. Oh no. Server. Pause. Are they good? Nope. Server again. Yikes. Alright, so yeah, I'll probably give it a minute here to catch up. And then hopefully get back into it. Apparently there was an update according to Z-Freak. Check right now to see if it's anything major. I assume not.
Mars released.
New heroes out, yeah. No, we're kidding, guys. Not actually the case. Excited for that one, though. Mars seems like it's potentially going to be an interesting hero. I don't know why I say that. I have no clue.
Well, they've been pretty good. I'd say all of the last years have been pretty interesting. Pango, Very interesting. Monkey King, lots of interesting mechanics. Dark Willow.
Not much to say about her, huh? Yeah, she's
she has 2 ultimates.
yeah.
She was like one of the most overpowered things that's ever been in the game for a while after release, so she's pretty interesting.
That was ridiculous. Yeah, no, always excited to see that new content coming in. Vines, of course, not going to be in Captain's mode for a while, I assume, and not, if not even the season at this point.
Yeah, but they were pretty quick at bringing Grimstroke into Captain's mode.
Yeah, but I feel like with the timing, it kind of worked out better. As far as, you know, the off season and everything, and just really at the beginning of the season. So, release of the hero, the Captain's mode after it just came out mid-season seems a little over the top, but you know, who knows? 7.20 over the top is the theme of it, so we'll see. Oh, that courier! Wow, yeah, that's
very close.
That was a little scary. Down. Top lane
being dove. Timbersaw. He's in the mix now.
I'm gonna say Timbersaw's here in Z-Freak. Dear God, that damage.
Level 2 Whirling Death. 13% stat loss. And the new bonus to Timbersaw is that he does extra damage based on how many trees he cuts when he casts the spell.
That's right.
That's just always a buff to the skill. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
more lag.
That's getting pretty bad. Noticing that. But yeah, as you're pointing out, with the idea of the trees being nearby, the more damage. So that definitely came into play right there. I want to say there's at least 2 or 3 trees that were cut down on top of that. So, and then the pure damage. No matter what. The Spirit Breaker definitely felt that. And you know, on a serious note though, again, we're very unsure of what to expect of the Timbersaw. Give it a little bit of crap early on, but I think it's becoming a little more evident that this whole bully idea, you're going up against a Darkseer Spirit Breaker who's all about bullying you. Why not get a hero that can not only ideally survive against that better than others, but also bully right back? And with that Whirling Death especially, clearly it does good damage as we saw right there. So I gotta think that was a big reason why they potentially like this support Timbersaw.
Yeah, totally. I mean, that has been the kind of the trend of these support heroes, which is just that they end up being more and more sort of like, I'm going to win the lane just by being this body that you can't move. And Timbersaw definitely fits that archetype of hero. Also, you do have the Lifestealer, who's a fairly independent hero in the lane. Mm-hmm. The Monkey King is sort of the same way in the mid, and then you have this very strong dual lane in the bottom lane. So it kind of seems like this Timbers hero could literally have been anything, and it would have been fine.
Oh, Timbersaw is doing work. Darkseer though, gonna pull another creep wave here. It looks like those the actual Spirit Breaker, and there we go. He's going middle lane. Yeah, almost had trouble catching up with the camera. Monkey King. No bash proc initially, just the initial charge hit. Mischief going to be thrown out right there as well, but Limp's charging after him and eventually finishes him off. Grimstorm coming in late, maybe for a 3. Might end up dying because of that. Inkswell does go off, so he does get the turn kill on Crystal Maiden, but he ultimately sets up a double kill for Limp in the end. And Z-Freak's not even done yet. He's not going to charge bottom. Nope, never mind. He canceled.
Just to get out of dodge. Yeah, Limp happy with that trade. Crystal Maiden, not the tankiest hero in the world, taking a bunch of tower shots as they do create that dive opportunity, but eliminating a little bit of the pressure from Limp that this Monkey King. Monkey King having a pretty good start. T8, not off to the best that we've ever seen.
Yeah. Timbersaw right there, he tried the Timber Chain over to help collapse onto Limp, but unfortunately missed the tree, and now middle lane Z-Freak, he just charges right in. Once again with that surge. Another bash hits. Limp is going in, but yeah, with that Jingu, Limp was being very careful about overcommitting. Z-Freak didn't care, however, he's going to end up backfiring on him. And Annihilate will be fine. So you could tell, I was wondering what Limp was doing right there, but that was exactly why. He was playing it so safe.
Lifestealer is infested in this Timbersaw right now. Oh, he misses the Timber Chain.
Yeah. But again, the surge, he doesn't care. Away. So 1 versus 2 really right there, and works out for the Darkseer. Now there's again that surge goes right in on the Lifestealer. Does he have rage, I assume? Yeah, level 2 rage at this point. Bash proc hitting now.
I'm just gonna try and run him down.
Just out of range.
Charge in 1 second.
He's 4 movement speed faster, but yeah, there's the charge. He pops Rage. Iron Shell gonna still tick off for a little bit longer. And no bash proc again. He needed another one. Doesn't get it.
So that's 4 stick charges as well. QM333. Gonna be fine ultimately without that bash coming out. Sonic says, I see a Spirit Breaker. That seems to be my job.
Okay, they're gonna man up, but no. Timber Chain allows him to easily get away. Spirit Breaker was distracted by that middle lane. That's an Omni Slash bottom lane. That's a lot of creeps nearby though. Miracle, however, spins on top. Again, the Inkswell not gonna do anything against the spin, but perfectly timed with the hoof stomp, and Miracle cannot finish the job. He does kill the Phantom's Embrace. Super 3 win for the kill. Not close enough though. Good coordination, but just not enough. Good, well done by Centaur, of course. In terms of getting away, no Miracle's still running. He has a heal ward though, worst case. He'll be fine. I will say Juggernaut has been farming very well, essentially free farm at the bottom lane. However, maybe a caster's curse, because now Blade Fury puts down the heal ward at the last second, and he can start regenning. Will manage to survive. Inkswell is not, or the Stork of Fate, excuse me, is not going to hit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yep, almost a good rotation there. Almost successful. And meanwhile, Limp taking advantage of the Monkey King being bottom to heavily pressure this tier 1 mid. TP in by Flow. Sonic walks in, meanders in, waddles in on this Timbersaw.
There we go. Gonna connect eventually. Timber Chain canceled. Doesn't matter though. He's too far in. Urn has been picked up by Z-Freak. Templar. 1,300 gold saved up. A triple Wraith Band. They have another strike on Z-Freak. You heard it right there. Try to find an angle to use it. Nice deny on the tower, by the way, from Centaur. They're going after Timbersaw. No, another strike. Out comes the Soulbind. There's a silence. As he mentioned, he's going to double edge. There's a double edge. It doesn't really hit Limp, though. Or maybe the refraction actually worked there. So I was actually curious on that. But anyways, they kill Spirit Breaker. Surge up on that TA.
Z-Freak happy to die in exchange for that Soulbind being down and Limp getting away.
Does Miracle go the Battle Fury here? It looks like he's thinking about a Yasha first, at least. And then the Battle Fury.
It's a very good, you know, it helps you get from one camp to the next, helps you get across the map. It does give you some fighting potential. The attack speed scales pretty well with your Omni Slash as well. This is a fairly standard carry build these days, which is just multiple Wraith Bands into the Yasha and then whatever else.
I annihilate the Mischief. Oh no, the Mischief coming into play. Another strike does come out though. Eventually, I annihilate could not stay alive. Hell of an attempt right there.
Yeah, it seems too strong. Every time I see that, I'm like, you used to have to buy a Manta style to be able to do anything remotely close to this.
Yeah.
But hey, it is called Mischief, so jokes on everybody, I suppose.
Drunken Brawler, man. It's all these names getting more and more like the theme of the name. Oh, that's insane. Every time we see this, he just zips on over. Maybe a little too deep though this time. The vacuum pulls up Sonic under the uphill, but they lose Spirit Breaker, and Sonic doesn't really care. He just comes back down with the Timber Chain. There's a spin-off of the Soulbind. Darkseer running away. Centaur in hot pursuit over to the right. Crystal Maiden's distracting as well. By distracting, I mean she's dying. Omni Slash all on top of Flow, and now it bounces over to I Annihilate. Got the kill on the Centaur, but out comes a Boundless Strike. And I Annihilate full Jingu Mastery. He is good to go. He wants to battle. Already goes down. Battle Fury. Excuse me, Blade Fury from Juggernaut running away. Darkseer keeping his distance. Surgeon 5 necessary. There's the auto attack. Mischief not going to help him there. The refraction popped and he just could not get through it. Monkey King goes down. Double kill for Limp. And now Timbersaw, he's in no man's land. Timber Chain's only going to get him so far.
He only has 2 armor without that reactive. He is not very tanky of a hero, especially facing something like a TA. And the TA refraction clearly being a pretty direct counter to Monkey King at this point in the game. You're not doing any damage, you're not doing any lifesteal, and Limp able to just completely man-fight I Annihilate even with the Jingu stacks up.
Middle lane now. Darkseer puts on that surge. Another strike in. Low host stomp. Good juke from compLexity. Timber Chain. Almost thought he was longer range, but Z-Freak, he's getting low now as Monkey King jumps in, but Annihilate immediately regrets his decision. He does get blown up by Limp right there, and he has a blink with the refraction. So
and the surge, and now a mech to back him up. There's the charge.
Can't help but chuckle every time you see that. The wall goes down, does create a couple of illusions for the time being. However, again, the Soulbind thrown out. Not the biggest follow-up, though. That's what we talked about.
No refraction.
Of the Soulbind not there. No refraction for Limp, but he's going to be able to run down the Grimstroke and now going for QM333. The charge eventually going to connect the blink in. And you know Life Stealer's in trouble. He does have the armlet, so he's toggling it. That toggle right there, though, with the Ion Shell does get him killed. Timber Chain away, not really too far. Sonic wants the turn. He does kill Spirit Breaker, but a double kill for Limp. It just feels like it's getting more and more in favor of complexity. Yeah, I'm taking a look at that net worth. It was about 3K 2 minutes ago. Now we're looking at 7K.
Yep, Death about to go pick up the 2 bottom bounty runes, and it's like 343. We'll head over and grab the 2 top ones. So 4 bounties going the way of complexity, most likely. Miracle just farming away up to 103 CS, and just behind Limp on his TA, who is 9, 1, and 3 at 15 minutes. Well on his way to the Deso as well.
Annihilate doing what he can, farming in the jungle. He's working on that Echo Saber. Again, he had pretty good farm early on, maybe expected, but as the game has picked up here, slowing down quite a bit. What is Lifestealer going for? Yeah, the armlet, now he's going the Heaven's Halberd on top of that, so they want a way to help deal with TA. Let's hover down a bad option on Lifestealer, but bottom lane. Big fight's breaking out down here. You got Spirit Breaker going pretty deep, vacuum pull in, now can the Wukong's command. Juggernaut's dying. He has an Omni Slash though. The Soulbind's not going to matter. Bouncing back and forth. Gets 2 kills out of it. Running outside of the Wukong's command. However, Sonic's still in his face and gets him killed with that Whirling Death. So the Wukong's eventually helps get the kill on him. 800 gold going in the way of that support Timbersaw.
Still, that was a 2-on-4 fight. And they were able to go 1 for 2 there.
Yeah.
Got the Wukongs out. Get another kill top on this Lifestealer. This Z-Freak Spirit Breaker has been everywhere so far.
And Desolator's coming to Limp. So he's got the blink. Deso's on the way. I believe I just saw Guardian Greaves as well. Yeah, Darkseer has full Guardian Greaves at almost 17 minutes into this game.
Just rushing the item.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Pretty good at fighting in the Wukong's command with that. Also just allowing for early push.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's
Annihilate.
tower is under attack.
Going for the Echo Saber. And then likely queuing up a Maelstrom, maybe something like that.
What do you think about Lifestealer, by the way, going the Halberd after? It seems like, with the Echo Saber, Monkey King, and the Halberd, both could have been Battlefield or even more the Radiance build, I suppose, on the Lifestealer. It seems like one of them maybe needs to go more of that greedy build for this game to work.
Yeah, they just don't really have any time or space is the issue. With this very farmed TA and then the Darkseer Spirit Breaker combo just constantly putting on pressure. If this Lifestealer were to go for an item like a Radiance, he would just have very low impact until he actually finishes the item. And while it might be really good, the Halberd is so valuable in this game.
Lifestealer doesn't have the Halberd yet. Probably wishes he does right now. However, the armlet's enough. That with the Stampede thrown in, he does get away from Mr. Spirit Breaker. So Z-Freak
Counter push bottom
there, but bottom lane, yep. He is charging in. I see him just zooming across the map. Flow. He's not getting out. The meld. Attack comes through. Grimstroke, he's going to be hit by the bash coming on through, but he wants Timbersaw. Beelining for him instead. Sonic, no reactive armor yet. Probably wouldn't have mattered. Double kill for Limp. Let's make it a triple kill. Get that hat trick in here. Okay, well, Ink's well.
It's stunned up. Z-Freak has a charge, though.
I mean, they want to give it to Limp. Yeah. There we go. It's a triple. And Spirit Breaker's coming right back to the middle lane because this fight's bringing it. Omni Slash Annihilate's dead. He popped the Wukongs, and he just evaporates in the midst. Lifestealer did get his Infest off at least to survive himself, but Monkey King staying dead for 40, and he used the Wukong, so that's on cooldown now.
Yeah, complexity are just taking fights in multiple places constantly right now, feeling very comfortable with their lead in this game and the way that their heroes match up.
Engaging here, Spear Breaker might actually go down, it looks like. They did commit to him. Lose Grimstroke once again, though. Lifestealer, of course, all they can do is just watch from afar. The wall's down. Bit of a zoning tool. Surge applying the Miracle. Running after the Lifestealer, and, well, DA is busy killing Sonic in the backlines. And they're just going to call it GG. So compLexity will take the series 2-0. Advance on, but it's still a long journey for compLexity to ultimately qualify for the minor because, again, this means they now advance on to take on Test 1-2-3, a team that beat them 2-0 just yesterday